Class. Thoiba, where were you for the past 2-3 classes? You were not there. Thoiba?
Yes, sir.
You were not there in the classes, in the last few classes.
Sure, sir. I was having some problem this why.
Huh?
I was having some problem this why.
But I have learned that you were attending other classes, but not mine. Any problem? बोलो भाई.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, guys, a very good morning to all of you. Today again we met for having another session of organic composting and mushroom cultivation. And we have been talking about broadly about the mushroom cultivation process. Why do we need to have mushrooms, their biology, how do we need to grow them? And then I think today we want to talk about uh, the major phases of mushroom cultivation. That is the part that is left. The things that we have talked about was mushroom biology, applied mushroom biology. We have talked about the nutraceuticals, medicinal properties, principle of mushroom cultivation and production. Now we'll be talking about the major phases of mushroom cultivation, post-harvest handling, and its economics. So cultivation of several selected mushrooms. I think these 3-4 topics they are left, and we'll do it by today itself. So last time we have talked about that there are certain triggers, environmental triggers that can be accumulated in order to have the mushroom cultivation in a proper way. Then we have talked about the principles of mushroom biology in which the two phases were discussed. One was the vegetative phase, another was the reproductive phase. So you can actually have them triggered from the vegetative to the reproductive phase. जहाँ पे मैंने बताया था in reproduction, the mushroom it actually stunts in its growth, it stops growing, and then there is a formation of a fruiting body, the cap. That is the reproductive phase because the spores they turn out to be there. So moving further ahead, we'll talk about the first thing that what major phases they are there in order to have the mushroom cultivation. Broadly, if I talk about, I have told you about that we need to have the proper composting substrate material जिसमें सब चीजें आती हैं. मशरूम की स्पीशीज को सिलेक्ट कर लिया जाता है. द स्पीशीज दे नीड टू हैव अ क्राइटेरिया विच इज इन अकॉर्डेंस टू द फार्मर हु इज ग्रोइंग इन. उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या होगी? बहुत ज़्यादा उसमें इनपुट ना हो. द मैनुअल लेबर शुड बी मिनिमाइज्ड बट the production should be higher. I mean, that thing would be in his mind. But so it depends upon what species they want to grow. So selection of the mushroom species is the foremost requirement. Then we need to develop that. We need to have that spore culture which will be spreaded on that compost bed in order to have the mushroom grown into a good. So if we talk about that, what we actually need to have, I've talked about the spawn culture, I've talked about the culture media that we can use, talked about the potato dextrose agar, and there was another agar, the corn agar. So these two agars they can be used in order to have a good quality mushroom culture which can be grown further ahead. The thing is that how we actually proceed directly. If we come to the cultivation of mushroom at the ground level, what things need to be taken care of. The first is the spawn culture itself. The culture, if we have taken it from any other place, if we have procured it from the market, we should know the basic things about the culture. The most important things is about its storage, that okay, if our bed is not ready, where it can be stored, it can be stored in refrigerator. But again, it's a fungal spores and they can cause a havoc, and microorganisms can attack those microspores. So we need to take proper care of them. बोलते हैं कि dry रखना चाहिए उनको, and they should be stored in the lower part of the refrigerator for some period of time. Then most importantly, when I talk about the time, we need to take care that how many days. So normally it ranges from 5 to 6 to as many as 10-11 days, not more than that. So once the packet is opened, it should be used as such, but can be stored for another 3-4 days, but not more than that. The reason being, पैकेट खुल गया है, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स कंटेमिनेट करेंगे, एंड देयर कैन बी एनी spurious growth which we do not want to have. So these things, they need to be taken care of, and then we have the mycelium spreaded on the surface of the compost bed that was ready. But before that, we need to be assured that we had made the spawn fine. What we need to be assured of, what we need to take care of, is that the bed which we actually had prepared has been autoclaved very well. Why it needs to be properly taken care of here? Because you are investing your time, you will be investing your resources, be it be the waste resources, but time is directly proportional to the money that you will earn. So wasting time means wasting money. And if you had taken proper care in order to create a bed, a substrate bed, that it should be autoclaved, it should be properly autoclaved. Autoclave का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप उसको 120 डिग्रीज पे ले जाके उसको पूरा 20 मिनट तक, that proper sterilization process, but autoclave can be done for few hours at 70-80 degrees Celsius. So it will be equally working very fine, because our main purpose is to kill the spores that might be there. And if those spores, they are killed for the longer period of time, if heat is being given, they can be killed. So that is the proper, because in the substrate you will be using the waste material. You never know what it will be contaminated with. It can be the any bacteria that might be growing, any other fungal species that might be growing. Another method is that if you have created the compost bed, fine, equip it with a hot air source or hot steam, so that it may go and it may penetrate inside. That is the most important thing. Why it is important? Because जब आप wheat, paddy या उनके leftovers को, when you accumulate them, they actually exaggerate them and they create some air spaces in between them. So these needs to be filled up. These needs to be, because microbes, they can be prevalent in that particular region, and those voids, they need to be sprayed with the hot water or with the steam, so that they may be efficiently be sterilized. So that is a good quality material that you actually can prepare before you spread the spawn over the surface of that. So there we use a term that it should be properly autoclaved. Properly means that by taking care of everything, because there will be capillary forces that will be acting inside that bed because of the water holding capacity of the dry material that you have taken in. And अगर वो tightly sealed है, air उसमें से नहीं निकल सकती, तो steam जो है उसमें properly enter नहीं करेगी. Thus, autoclaving becomes imperfect and will lead to the growth of many other microorganisms. So we need to reduce it. How it can be reduced? Make sure that you are not autoclaving a big amount altogether. थोड़ा amount लेके उसको करो, बड़े packets में करो, so that it can be evenly spreaded. Air cannot be trapped inside and autoclaving is proper. By using this method, your bed, it would be ready in just few hours. Now, मेंटेनिंग द क्वालिटी ऑफ द स्पॉन इज इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट. आपने बेड प्रिपेयर करा है, बेड बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपेयर हो गया, लेकिन जो आप माइसीलिया जो आप स्प्रेड करोगे, द स्पोर्स दैट यू विल स्प्रेड ऑन द सरफेस, दे विल नीड टू बी इन अ वेरी फाइन मैनर. मैनर मीन्स दैट अगर आपने बेड का कंट्रोल अच्छे से करा है और अगर आपने स्पॉन ही गलत, मतलब कंटेमिनेटेड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दिया है, देयर इज नो नीड, देयर इज नो फन ऑफ ऑटोक्लेविंग द बेड. Then obviously the outcome would be that other microorganisms, they'll come up and grow and will contaminate your mushroom cultivation. So are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ayushi.
Yes.
बहुत कम लोग हैं जो बोलते हैं. I'll keep on asking some questions from you people. Then the spawn quantity. That is again an important thing that needs to be taken care of. Quantity is just a random number here. You never know that what needs to be spreaded, how much mushrooms they'll sprout out, because you never know what cells will grow. So it's a general assumption that has been based upon some research evidences that the total, say if you have taken 10 kgs of the composting material, which is ready, your bed weighs 10 kgs, you need to have at least 200 grams of, 2 to 4% of the mycelia that you will actually spread of the spawn. आप उसके ऊपर spread करोगे, 200 to 400 grams need to be spreaded, and that needs to be taken care of because you never know how many cells they'll survive and how many of them will be growing. But in general rule it is being said that जितना ज़्यादा नंबर आप स्प्रेड करोगे, जितने ज़्यादा माइसीलियल सेल्स आप स्प्रेड करोगे, उतनी अच्छी ग्रोथ होगी. बिकॉज obvious reasons are also there. It won't allow the spurious, the unwanted microorganisms to grow because mushroom की cultivation इतनी ज़्यादा होगी, it will be accumulating all the resources and nothing much left for the other microorganisms. So that is a one way by which you can downregulate the growth of unwanted microorganisms and promoting the growth of the mushrooms. So that is a very important thing. And then once it is done, we have taken care of the mushroom substrate. It depends upon species to species what you want to grow. Agaricus biosporus या lentula, इन सबकी अपनी अपनी requirement होती है. They grow, they have the perception of the growth. Why it is there? Why it is there? Could anyone comment upon it? That why every mushroom, if we have a different strain of the mushroom, it will have a different perception of the growth. Why it is there? Could anyone comment upon it? Shakti, Manaswini, जो लोग बोलते हैं बहुत मतलब
Sir, may
they are
I?
actively
Can you please
participating.
repeat the
Yes,
question?
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are clearly audible.
Okay. So I think, and this is just a guess, I think that there's a reason the strain is different, right? There's clearly some biologically there is a difference between two different strains, which means that their requirements for growth will also have differences in them.
Yes, exactly, Manaswini. So it depends upon species to species. Some species, chitin is an important component of the fungal species, and they have the chitinase enzymes, and they have many other enzymes, and they have lignases that will dissolve those hard woody tissues in order to disintegrate them so that they can feed upon them. So there is a perception of every fungal species that will be growing. So every mushroom will have its own requirement for the food it wants to feed upon. That is why you must have observed that why some plant species, if we talk about the pathogenic fungi, some plant species, they are randomly attacked by the known pathogens, by the known fungal pathogens, but not any other pathogen comes and attacks over it. There is a perception for the host where the fungus wants to grow. That is, the perception is there. So that actually depends upon what is being required at. So normally if it's said, the button mushrooms, जो बहुत commonly grow होते हैं all over the world, is said that they need to have an appropriate amount of the carbon nitrogen ratio. Appropriate amount here it's said that not much higher to what we have talked about the earlier composting procedures, like 30 is to 1 was said, but here 15 is to 1, 17 is to 1, 18 is to 1 maximum, not going more than that, because it's all about the fungus perception. Okay, you can go to increase to 22 is to 1, 23 is to 1, and then it will be the different fungal species. If I talk about the most commonly grown, the button mushrooms that are available in the Indian markets, they have 17 or 18 is to 1 appropriate requirement. So it's all these numbers, they are actually coming out of the research, the repetitive measures, the repetitive growing cultures that have been established all over India, and that is they have how they have come to this number. This suggests that mushrooms, they can catalyze, they can metabolize a large number of carbohydrates in lignin, but if nitrogen is not there of its or it's present in much more amount rather than required, the things they'll go ORI. ORI means वो वैसे काम नहीं करेगा जैसे आप चाहते थे. तो मशरूम में इन चीजों की वजह से, I mean what we talked about, it's just nothing. It's the bed, the substrate that you have prepared, and it was prepared accordingly to the compost bed which was prepared. But here certain things they need to be very well taken care of, because फंगस की अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट है और फंगस ही ग्रो करा रहे हो, यू स्पोरुलेशन प्रमोट कर रहे हो. एनीथिंग, से अ चेंज इन द पीएच, a change in the water quantity, a change in the moisture, a change in the temperature, anything, all these factors, they can make the things, I mean, they won't allow the fungus to grow. Fungus की biology की अगर बात करूं, मनस्विनी ने यहाँ पे ऐड करा था that the fungal spores, it depends upon what perception do they have. I mean, the fungal biology will get changed. But normally all the fungus, they have, I mean, which actually germinate from the spores, they had one tendency. Tendency is that the spores are actually growing in and they perceive the signals from the outside. वो perception होती है, उनको signal मिलते हैं जो उनकी growth को trigger करते हैं. What happens is there is a cascade, a mechanism that runs inside the fungal cells. उनको बाहर से कोई chemical perceive करते हैं that actually triggers some chemical changes in the fungal cell that triggers the nucleus, that triggers the nucleic acid in order to express some genes, and fungus starts germinating. So बोला जाता है यहाँ पे कि moisture is that one of the important chemical that triggers the spore germination. अगर moisture बहुत appropriate नहीं है या ज़्यादा है या ज़रूरत से कम है तो spores की germination उतनी कम होगी that will actually fail your fungal this mushroom culture. Now the cultivation, you know that you are rearing your babies. You are rearing your babies in the sense that you will be providing an appropriate environment. So we'll take care of each and everything. आप bed कौन सा provide कर रहे हो? How about the sheets that you are layering over it? What about the clothes that you are making it to wear off? How about the room temperature? How about the carbon dioxide? What about the gases that are present there? You will take care of everything. So once it is done, the composting is being said to have been in a very controlled way. यहाँ पे 2-3 चीजें आ जाती हैं, कार्बन नाइट्रोजन की रेशियो ही चेंज हो गई, वाटर मॉइस्चर का जो कंटेंट है कितना होता है फंगस में, कैन एनीबडी टेल हाउ फॉर ग्रोइंग दीज मशरूम्स? नेहल बता सकते हो तुम?
Sorry sir, I don't remember.
Okay, anybody else? Kshitij, Nandini? Kshitij, Namrata, Devanshi?
So can you please repeat the question?
My question was that what is the moisture content, an appropriate moisture content for growing mushrooms? 3-4 बार बोला मैंने, ज्यादा नहीं.
50.
Not 50. It's more than 60%. It's always more than 60%. So that needs to be taken care of. It will actually allow the spores to germinate in a very better quality, in a very better way. Maximum number of spores they'll germinate, and more the number of spores they'll germinate, more will be the mushroom production and lesser will be the contaminants. They'll be there. So that needs to be taken care of. The substrate, the thing is that, okay, the mushroom has grown. You had given a very appropriate conditions. You had given a very appropriate growth requirements for the mushrooms. Now what will happen next? You have uprooted the mushrooms, you have excised them of their bodies. What about the leftovers? The leftovers will be the compost. Now बात आ जाती थी जो पहले 3 फैक्टर्स थे जो हमने बात करे थे कि मशरूम्स, they help in feeding the population, providing high quality food, and they help in bioremediation. That leftover compost can be fed to animals, not if not working, can be spreaded on the soil in a natural compost way. A very good thing. Mycelium के leftovers रह जाएंगे, mix कर दो soil के अंदर उसी compost में. Mix them up, spread them, mix them in the soil, will nourish the soil as the natural compost it would do. So now this is all about the economics that you are actually reaping. आप उससे इतना कुछ निकाल रहे हो, you are using the waste materials, you are creating compost, and now you are extracting the food out of it, the mushrooms, and the leftovers again they are being used in order to have been utilized as maybe a soil nourisher, or maybe in a zero waste management. You are actually practicing the zero waste management. So it's all good. So that is the bioremediation that I've been talking about. Hold a second, sir. Then class है. ठीक है. Then how you actually take care. I mean, what about the spreading? Now this is in practical what I've been talking about. Bioremediation हो गया, ठीक है. Mushrooms grow हो गए, ठीक है. मैंने माइसीलिया की बात करी. मैंने जो स्पॉन जिसको हम स्प्रेड करते हैं, the fungal spores we spread on the bed. We actually need to take care of these. I mean, how much bed you actually have created? 2 to 4% of the spore population will be spreaded. Now for spreading, what needs to be done? अमूमन 2 से 3 सेंटीमीटर बोला जाता है नीचे स्प्रेड करा जाए. तो ऊपर वाली लेयर जो है, यू जस्ट मूव इट अवे, spread the spawn over the surface, spread it, cover the layer with that 2 centimeter of leftovers. So what will actually happen? जो फंगल के स्पोर्स हैं, they'll not directly be क्या बोलेंगे यहाँ पे, they'll not be directly in contact with the harsh environmental conditions which may prevail at any given time. But definitely the layer that would provide a kind of a protection would allow the mycelium to grow. Fungal spores, once they'll germinate, will allow the mycelium to capture inside the roots, to have their roots captured inside the bed, and the food would be extracted from all through the mycelium that will allow grow mushrooms in a very good way. तो बोला जाता है जितना स्टॉक बनता है द बेस, उतनी अच्छी फ्रूटिंग बॉडीज बनती हैं. सो दैट कैन बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. नाउ दैट वाज अबाउट द मशरूम कल्टीवेशन. देन okay, we'll go to the phases afterwards, but let us talk about the mushroom cultivation, harvesting the mushrooms. आपने mushrooms grow करे, आपने उनको resource करा, you have taken out all the mushroom bodies. Now there needs to be very care that needs to be taken care of. I mean, वहाँ पे ऐसी चीजें यहाँ पे मैटर करती हैं, that how the mushrooms have been plucked, how they have been stored. What about the other mushroom diseases? Are you plucking the right mushrooms? I mean, what about the diseases? If I'll just share. I've try to put some pictures. You can see the 5 pictures here. They clearly show that the different diseases in the mushroom that may be manifested whenever you are growing it. So in the first picture on the top left is showing the dry bubble. The dry bubble. So dry bubble, obviously it's coming out of the word browning of the mushroom at the top, or the appearance of dark black spots. बहुत बार देखा भी होगा आपने. So it's growing of the verticillium. वर्टिसिलियम एक ऐसा पैथोजन होता है जो ब्राउन स्पॉट्स कॉज करता है मशरूम के ऊपर. अब इस बीमारी का नाम ही ड्राई बबल है, ड्राई स्पॉट्स हैं. सो इट्स एक्चुअली कमिंग आउट ऑफ द water scarcity problem, the moisture content which has not been taken care of, and the temperature as well, because higher the temperature would actually will create the problem of the evaporation that will actually will go moisture content को खराब कर देगा. So what needs to be done? How the control can be taken? If you see any mushroom bodies that are appearing have those spots, reduce the temperature, feed with more water, take care of the moisture content, things would go very fine. I mean, that is one way you can take care of. Can use steam in order to be spreaded on the surface so that it may not harm the fungal spores that are germinating, but can control the pathogen in any way. ये प्रॉब्लम ऐसी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, why they've been called as mushroom diseases, because if they manifest, it's just like practicing plant tissue culture. Plant tissue culture में कोई भी अगर एक पैथोजन मीडिया में कंटेमिनेशन कर देता है, it's very difficult to get rid of it. If such case arises in case of mushroom cultivation, पहले मैंने plant tissue culture की बात करी थी, mushroom cultivation में हम कोई chemicals नहीं use करते हैं, because अगर आपने biology सुनी होती अच्छे से तो आपको पता होता कि those chemicals they are actually picked up by the mushroom bodies. जैसे selenium की मैंने बात करी थी. So we won't use any harsh chemicals that may ruin the mushrooms, but you can have the simple systems, spraying heated water or having steam in order to get rid of the diseases. If that is not the case, discard the entire culture, discard it. Consider to have a new setup, again by decontaminating the entire, sanitizing the entire setup, and then putting up the things over again. So that is one. And the second picture, if you can see, that is the sprouting. If you can see the bubbles, they are coming out. So this is the wet bubble, is actually uncontrollable, foul smelling, mesh shaped mushroom tissues that are actually coming out. And it's because of the soil or the materials that you have used inside the compost or over water water content inside your bed would create such problem. And it's necessary to protect those developing mushrooms at this stage, because otherwise it will infect the entire setup. So care needs to be taken here. And the third image, you can see the mildew that is caused by a grayish white mycelium that actually allows the pathogen to develop over the fruiting body completely. अगर आप देख रहे हो तो इसमें बिल्कुल ये brownish जो these creatures that have come up on the white bodies. This is agaricus. ये बिल्कुल white button mushroom होता है. So you can see that how the bodies they have been disrupted. I mean they have turned brown. So this is again a disease which has been caused by another bacteria that actually grows on the. So here the entire capping bodies they are completely infected. तो बिल्कुल rottening जो disease होती है वो होता है. So strict hygiene which can be practiced here, again autoclaving the things, taking care of the conditions that where the mushroom is growing on, so that can be taken care of. And then there is a mummy disease. ब्राउन ब्लॉच के अलावा यहाँ पे मम्मी डिजीज है दिखाई गई है जो नीचे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में द फोर्थ इमेज. सो दिस इज द इमेज which actually shows that how the dry mushrooms they spread out and have their materials in a very misshapen way. This disease is caused by the stalk on the surface casing layer, जो उसको केस करती है लेयर को, उसकी इन्फेक्शन होती है, and they remain intact dried for a longer period of time, invaded by any other bacteria. जो नहीं चाहिए मशरूम को वो वहाँ पे invade कर देता है, and the mushrooms they ultimately fail to grow in a very good way, but खराब कर दिया, मतलब मशरूम की ग्रोथ नहीं हुई. दैट इज वन बट secondary infections are when the mushrooms that are growing actually are growing awry. They have gone misshapen, are not growing well, foul smells they are coming out. Again you need to take care of strict hygiene in order to stop this infection. And then at last the image that shows up is of the browning drippy grill that is again caused by Pseudomonas species that may cause spots on the surfaces and a creamy gray appearance. So there's droplets that come out of these gill surfaces, and again the disinfection of the entire material can help you in order to control this disease. There needs to be proper care that needs to be taken when you actually are harvesting the mushrooms. Care यहाँ पे नहीं होता कि आपने मशरूम को रीप करा है, but what mushroom you are reaping off should be very fine. बहुत अच्छे से grow कर रहा है. I'll just show you in the next slide. If you can see here how beautifully the mushrooms they are growing on. This black is actually the compost that has covered the surface, but otherwise just look at the image. I hope the picture is clear to you people. Want me to a picture clear है आप लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can see how beautifully the button mushroom, this is agaricus.
Yes, sir.
How beautifully it's growing. I mean, you can have the layers, you have the proper beds that have been appropriately, and just see the size, the depth of the beds in which the compost was put off, and how they have spreaded the mycelia. The spawn culture, उसको कैसे spread करा, कितने amount में करा और कितना beautifully it's growing on. I mean, this practice, this picture is not originally from India, but from China. So it's just like you are growing fruits, you are growing vegetables. They grow as beautifully as them. And harvesting is an art. You harvest them. Harvesting के लिए उनका पूरा mycelia नहीं निकाला जाता है, because it will be a totally waste. You can cut off the mycelia that can actually be reaped off along with the compost, will add to the organic content of the compost, which can again be reused. Problems कहाँ पे आती है? Mushroom, whenever you go and pick the mushrooms in the market, what do you look into it? मशरूम की शॉपिंग करी है किसी ने? बहुत सारे होंगे यहाँ पे, देवांशी, नम्रता, मनस्विनी, नंदिनी, बहुत सारे लोग होंगे.
So I have
Many of
shopped
you.
for mushrooms.
And you must have been going in through the market, if not anybody has shopped, but you can see the beautiful blue trays in which the mushrooms, they are packed, properly layered, covered with the saran wrap. उसको अच्छी तरह से cover करा होता है. The reason being that mushrooms, they are very much prone, because post harvesting उनको ऐसी conditions में grow रखना चाहिए so that any other secondary infection, if it is persisting, may not come up over at least for a period of time. Because when you actually, those pathogens won't cause much harm, because you have taken proper care while growing those mushrooms, and when you cook them, they actually, you get rid of those. But if the mushrooms, they need to be stored, you must have seen, Manaswini ne bola tha yahan pe, but if you must have seen that when you store the mushrooms even at your homes, in your refrigerators, they, after some time, they keep on turning black. They may sometimes, they may wilt, they have the lack of moisture, they may dried up, many other things, liquefaction ho sakti hai, they may start emitting foul smell over a longer period of storage. So you need to be ensured that in order to have them in a very acceptable form and nutritious form, basically, you have the aroma and flavor maintained. That is why they have been covered as such. So it's been said that it's some chitinases that get activated and are prone to aging inside the mushrooms. So chitin synthesis enzyme है जो chitin को ही degrade करता है. If that comes up, the mushroom will start wilting or they'll start getting spoiled if not taken care of. So you need to take care of. So recently, the genetic engineering modulations and the molecular biology tools that have been worked upon these mushroom biology, many of the genes that are responsible for the mushroom aging, they have been worked out. Now, definitely they'll come out with the technology that they'll develop genetically engineered mushrooms that can have a longer shelf life period. Before that, packaging in proper tray, मतलब जब तक वो आए, how the mushrooms, they can be taken care of, packaging them in a proper trays, covering them with proper saran wraps, making sure that they are picked very properly and they are freezed well. अगर वो नहीं है तो gamma radiation, I mean, if you want to go for completely removal of the microorganisms, go for irradiations. That can be practiced when the mushrooms, they are packed during that time. Packaging के दौरान ही gamma radiations, they'll arrest any biological growth that may be happening inside the mushrooms, and they can be kept as fresh for up to not more than 2 weeks. तब तक भी fresh रहते हैं. So there are some companies which are coming up with these technologies, but generally it is important to have the fresh mushrooms in the market and going in directly for the feeding. So that is the what in post harvest mushrooms care needs to be taken of. When we talk about that, जब मैंने बात करी थी कि every mushroom species have their own perception of the growth. So it actually has been practiced that what mushrooms, when we grow them, what quality do we need to have. So if I talk about the Agaricus biosporus, a very common fungus for any other species, you can just go read through any manuals. There have been so many manuals. If they are not there, you can have them from me. You can have the piling of the substrates one upon the another, creating the piles which have been shown, if you can see in the picture itself. And these piles, once they have been created, you have autoclaved them and then you have created the piles. Spread the spawn on the surface the way I have told you in 2-3 centimeter depth. 2-3 centimeter बहुत छोटा होता है. Layer it with the compost material and allow them to, just need to provide the appropriate conditions, the moisture content, taking care of pH. pH obviously will be regulated by the content that you have taken out. So once you have had them, there will be two ways by which you can actually create the compost. Mycelia को spread कर दिया, that is the second phase. Before that, the first stage that you will have is a bed that actually contains the solid waste. उसमें solid waste है, आपने उसको directly autoclave करके उसको रखा है and you are directly using it. Will take some time, but by that time many other microorganisms come up, and then there is a second process in which you actually have the material that has been worked upon. I mean, worked upon means the beneficial microorganisms, they have acted upon that compost. उन्होंने उसको reduce कर दिया है और उसकी reduction से उसकी quality जो है consistent हो चुकी है, improved हो चुकी है, and now you are using it for the mushrooms. Benefit क्या होगा? Solid waste कम होगा. Mushrooms will have an easy way to grow up. The fungal species, spores will germinate at a faster. The water seepage quality will improve, will maintain the moisture level even at higher temperatures. All those factors will be governed and you will have the best population of the Agaricus biosporus growing outside. So that composting is one of the material that needs to be taken care of. If you put up all these factors all together, what I have been talking about, you need to have a soft tissues. I mean, this is the optimal growth requirements. Soft tissues रखे हैं जिनमें structural changes हो रहे हैं. Already the plant materials which actually have been feeded by other microorganisms, good microorganism, a good compost you have, can actually have the beneficial to the mushroom growth and development. And then if you are growing any other mushroom qualities, any other mushroom varieties apart from the directly feedable mushrooms, then establishment of selectivity, that what things they promote the growth of that particular mushroom. अगर आपको एडिबल मशरूम नहीं चाहिए, मेडिसिनल मशरूम चाहिए, तो आप उनको कैसे ग्रो कर रहे हो, दैट नीड्स टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. Make sure that appropriate amount of the dry material has been included, that will have a good water holding capacity, and finally creating an appropriate moisture content. So for maintaining it, temperature plays an important role. So temperatures बिल्कुल appropriate होना चाहिए. जो fungal spores की growth तो promote कर रहा है, but on the side by side, it's actually allowing the moisture to not to get escape. तो normally temperature की मैंने बात शुरू में lectures में करी थी, that up to 30 degree Celsius of temperature is very good temperature for these fungal species to grow. So if you break down the entire process, there can be 3 to 4 phases in which it can be divided. The first is the initial breakdown of the bed that you have prepared, the substrate by the microorganisms. They'll take into phase 1, allow them to work upon them for few days, 15 days usko काम करने दो उन microorganisms को, and then it depends again, the number of days will depend upon the quality of the raw material that you have used. Then phase 2, now you have spread the mycelium, allow it to grow for some time. Make sure that you have pasteurized it properly, cooked it, and won't allow any other microorganisms to grow over there. Temperature को lower करके allow it to have some growth for certain period of time will actually have the fungal spores to be germinated very well. Once it is done, then you go for the optimal temperature requirements, and then the third phase is where the spores, they'll germinate and will come out of the casing, where you can actually see the growers, they can actually see the fungal fruiting bodies, they are coming out of it. And finally, once you've plucked it off, are delivered to the market as the phase 4. So that is the post harvesting mechanism. So, and finally utilizing the compost that has been left over and spreading them to the field. So broadly it can be classified into these 4 phases, not 3 basically. चौथा तो marketing का ही है या post harvest का बोल लो. So just a second. So okay, that was about growing mushrooms and having their cultivations, and then there are number of examples which you have. Pleurotus है, और countries में ज़्यादा practice करा जाता है, इंडिया में Agaricus ही है, but you can just give a read through that what carbon nitrogen ratio, what other biochemical requirements or other physical requirements those mushrooms they need to have in order to have their growth. But more or less you need to be very well acquainted with the general growth conditions. ये बहुत जरूरी है. So I hope the lectures deliver well about the mushroom cultivation phases and the post harvest. We'll left with the economics of the mushroom. We'll take it over any other day. I'll stop my session here. Now the session is open for the questions first. First I'll have questions from you people, then I'll have questions from my side. So any questions?
Sir, even if one mushroom is showing the infection symptoms, then we have to throw away the whole pit.
No, it's not like that. See, if any one single mushroom, अगर आप पूरे bed में अगर आप देखो, if you can see the mushroom bed how it is growing in the slide, but I mean you just have a single or few of the mushrooms which may be infected, but the things that need to be taken care here of is that the spores they are now getting spreaded, be it be bacterial spores, be it be fungal spores, they may have the tendency to get spread. And if that is the case, obviously आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि आप पूरे कल्चर को डिस्ट्रॉय कर दोगे. Pluck out the fresh mushrooms, try to sell them off in the market as soon as possible. There won't be any harm, but make sure अगर आप उसको टाइम देते हो, then the entire culture could be infected. So Ayushi, that needs to be taken care of. Shakti had a question.
Yes, sir. Sir, in this picture, they are very congested. So, if we just give them some space, wouldn't the chances of infection spreading so quickly will reduce?
Just keep the things in mind, Shakti. The way the spawn has been spreaded over the surface, you never know how the cells they have overlapped. The cells, say if two cells they have overlapped and they are germinating, obviously the mushroom will come up in its own way. Second important thing, the two modes of replication in fungus are the asexual and sexual. If they are going for the sexual, 4 cells germinating all together will actually lead to have multiple cups growing from a single space. You can see the biology. It's all about the biology of the mushroom, Shakti.
Okay, sir.
Manaswini?
Sir, is there any microbe that actually aids in the growth of mushrooms, or do we have to sterilize everything?
There can be many. Not practically, I'm not knowing it. There can be many. It's very equivalent to what we grow as a plants or growing vegetables or fruits. There are some good microbes that actually assist the growth. And nitrogen has been taken here to be appropriately taken care of. Fungal species growing up, they need to have that content of nitrogen in them. And in order to fix them, maybe the microbes, they can be there. But I'm not pretty sure about it, Manaswini.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Nehal?
Sir, how wind velocity and fumes affect the mushroom production or cultivation?
Repeat, wind velocity
Yes, sir, and fumes.
and fumes. Fumes play an important role. Ultimately, they'll affect the entire flora, the entire, ultimately the mushrooms that will be growing up. If fumes, they are not coming good, it's because maybe of the contaminated composting material, maybe contaminated mushrooms that are growing will ultimately affect the entire population of the mushrooms that are growing in that room. Aroma अगर अच्छा नहीं है, तो definitely the things they are not growing good. So that needs to be taken care of. But wind velocity will not have a much greater effect to the growth of the mushrooms, but definitely to the spreading of the spores, the contamination spores or the fungal spores. क्योंकि spores wind से they can be carried over will affect the spores to get germinated. Because for germination मैंने बोला था कुछ factors हैं, उनमें physical factors भी आते हैं, abiotic stresses भी आते हैं. That needs to be very much appropriate in order to assist फंगल स्पोर जर्मिनेशन. तो वो चीजें ध्यान रखने की जरूरत है.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
So okay, any other?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, which toxin is present in Agaricus bisporus?
Toxin. Agaricus bisporus में अगर कोई toxin होता है, it would not have been considered as an edible mushroom. Maybe there can be a toxin which can be a toxic to a certain level, but as of such, there is nothing. Toxicology reports out of these mushrooms have not been there. But remember, Tanvi, that any secondary infection that may come up may have those effects. May have those effects.
And sir, how can we freeze or dry the mushrooms for long purpose, like long-term storage?
We can freeze.
Yes, sir.
It's not going exactly for the freezing of the mushrooms. Freezing is not very appropriate. Freezing में दो चीजें होती हैं. One is going for a long term freezing. Long term freezing का मतलब होता है कि आप उसको freeze करते हो और उस material पे temperature धीरे धीरे कम होता है. So that will not have a good effect, but may ruin, because again the moisture content is very high. अगर आपको याद है तो मशरूम्स में 70-80% मॉइस्चर होता है. सो दैट विल एक्चुअली इफेक्ट द क्वालिटी ऑफ द मशरूम. दैट इज नॉट अप्रोप्रिएट. बट एक होता है द क्विक फ्रीज. आई मीन इफ यू हैव दोज structures, those build up technologies where you can just quick freeze them. I mean they'll just have downing the temperature at a very small time. won't allow the things to actually go awry. वो खराब नहीं करेगा उस मशरूम को, लेकिन उसको कुछ टाइम के लिए will allow it to have some more longer storage period. That is being practiced for number of seeds, and potato है या apple है, उनकी long term storage के लिए, shelf life बढ़ाने के लिए the quick freeze technology has been used. It's same for this mushrooms. But otherwise not storing it at our home refrigerators, taking it from the room temperatures and storing them in freezers will actually have the temperature lower down in steps. So that is not good for the mushroom. Tanvi.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
आप लोगों के क्वेश्चंस ने टाइम नहीं छोड़ा. So it's an announcement for all of you that there will be now the presentations that will be accumulated all together as your assignments. So they'll be all 2 in 1 together. I'll send you the entire format, how the presentations they need to be designed, topics delivered to each student, and the dates when it needs to be taken off. So actually there are more number of students. We'll try to finish them we'll have 2 to 3 presentations in one day, so that we finish them off in easy lectures, and then we'll start our part that is left as just one topic. We are left with the economics, can be taken up anywhere in the later times. So that was the announcement. So would request you to turn on your cameras. I'll start speaking out the names. Adhish, Adhish Mishra, Athoiba,
Present, sir.
Ayushi.
Present, sir.
Thank you. Sam,
Present, sir.
Devanshi,
Present, sir.
Ishita. Okay, Ishita is there.
Present,
Janvi.
sir. Present, sir.
Okay, Kshitij.
Present, sir.
Manaswini.
Present, sir.
Then Namrata.
Present, sir.
Nandini. Then Nehal. Nehal is already there. Rupal. Thank you. Sahiba.
Present, sir.
Sanjana.
Present, sir.
Sanjana. Okay. Shivani, it's there. Sanjana. Shakti.
Present, sir.
Okay. Tanvi.
Present, sir.
Okay, Tridev. Then we have Vivek. Vivek.
Present, sir.
Okay. Yukta. Vivek, your camera is never focused upon you. It's always your head and hairs that is being shown up.
Sorry, sir.
Your camera is never focused upon your face. It's always focused on your head.
Sorry, sir.
Yukta. Yukta. Fine, Yuvraj. So I believe that Yukta and Adhish, they are absent. मैं दोबारा बोल रहा हूँ ये नाम, Yukta and Adhish, are you absent? they are not mentally present in the class will be marked as absent.
तो युक्ता ने
तो भी हैं तो बोल सकते हैं. Sam.
तो युक्ता ने चैट में डाला है प्रेजेंट करके. आई थिंक शी हैज नेटवर्क इश्यूज.
Okay. And how about Adhish? So, okay, fine, guys. We'll stop here. We'll see you in the next class. We'll share the presentation forms, the format, the slides, the papers, the material, all will be provided. You had to go through it, read it properly, make your presentations in very good forms. Now, this is your final year. तो वो पहले वाली presentations ना हो. They should be very finely been made. आपको टाइम दिया जाएगा तो हर कोई उस हिसाब से अपनी प्रेजेंटेशंस बिल्कुल सही ढंग से सही टाइम में बना के बहुत अच्छे से प्रेजेंट करें. ठीक है, पूरा कंटेंट कवर होना चाहिए, बीट बी मेथोडोलॉजी, बीट बी इंट्रोडक्शन, बीट बी डिस्कशन, एंड इन समरी व्हाट यू हैव इन योर वर्ड्स अबाउट दैट आर्टिकल. तो वो सब चीज़ें बिल्कुल अप्रोप्रिएट होनी चाहिए. मार्क्स विल बी गिवन अकॉर्डिंगली. इज इट फाइन फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू? एनी क्वेश्चंस यू मे प्लीज आस्क राइट नाउ.
Sir,
No, sir.
present.
Adish, I've been continuously being speaking your name without any response from
Sir,
your end.
Yeah, I just I was just unmuting myself.
इतना टाइम लगता है यार अनम्यूट करने में? अच्छा.
Yes.
So fine, I have made the important announcements and be prepared accordingly. Is it fine for all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine, guys. We'll stop here. Thank you all.